always try to include what is around me.
We work with the idea that nothing is ever neutral.
Any place has a value.
Think, what are the rules that come with this place? What are the hidden codes that come with this place?
Sometimes like I'm questioning what does it mean really site-specific performance. I mean, I know what does it mean, but it's a more physical way of like saying that, like it's like concrete way of saying it. But in another level, I think anything is somehow site-specific.
I'm not a person who can kind of take my shows and move them around. It doesn't work like that for me, and that is not a kind of dogmatic thing, because I build houses that I take around. So I build places that I can move around. But my art is more about what happens between the place and the audience. Hence, there is some kind of a site-specificness in my very approach and in my very idea of how art functions.
Every building is an embodiment of an ideology, and whether that's a luxury hotel or a public square or actually even a theatre. Yeah, the decisions that made the design of that space have a cultural and ideological reasons behind them, and nothing is neutral. So we look at the space, whether it's a theatre or whether it's a hotel, and we try and work out what are the codes, what is this building, what is this space saying to us, and how can we add to this, what can we reveal about it, and what do we want to say.
I think it's a bit boring to have that that closed space. Like when I have a beautiful tree there, or I have a beautiful corner there, like why not to include? So if there is a possibility to include that, I will, because it's also reaching out borders somehow. I like that, reaching out the, going across, going a bit further.
The very starting point often in my works, of course, is the place themselves, the stage that I'm working with, the surroundings of what will be presented. So in my work, of course, the place or the stage, the theatre situation, is very much at core of what I am investigating.
For me, the question is not so much about stage or what the surrounding must be. For me, that's not the first question. For me, the first question is what is the piece and what does it need? And then it goes into the question of what does it need for the surrounding. Some pieces wouldn't work at all in the forest. They need to be on the stage just because of the subject. And some pieces, for me, work very well, with other surroundings, nature.
The stage is like a place to put scattered thought and questions and unsolved questions or undefined notions, and let it evolve or see what emerges. That is my approach, or that is like a meaning of staging or presence of stage, actually. And also like let yourself vulnerable. So as a performer, this is such a challenging, because a vulnerable state of vulnerability is not that easy to share, actually, but somehow is important to deal with, I think. Not only for the performer, for everyone, because we don't have to be always strong, right, in our life. And this is a stage, so it's on the stage, I try to share those things. Putting the questions and sharing undefined notions and sharing unsolved questions, and be vulnerable.